Hi guys, before we start, I just want to give a massive shout out to TBC Live as they are sponsoring the channel. Guys, TBC Live is a fantastic app where you can interact with fans, you can interact with your favorite content creators like yourself, and yeah, you predict the outcome of games, and your favorite content creators like myself are on there. You guys, honestly, download TBC Live today and get around them, guys. Shout out to TBC Live. Now, hit the intro. I said hit the intro, god damn it. Hit the intro. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to the NRL Round 26 tips for the 2024 NRL season. Big round ahead, a lot of big games, a lot still on the line. Some games look one-sided, but let me tell you, man, there is a lot at stake this weekend, man. Like, my God. Broncos, Dolphins, loser is gone. If the Knights lose, they're gone. If the Raiders lose, they're gone. There's so much happening. The Dragons need to win to stay in the 8. There's a lot going on, man. Bulldogs and Manly, probably the game of the round. That's going to really determine top 6 and home finals and whatnot. So, big round ahead. But, of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate that. And if you're a regular viewer, thank you very much for tuning in once again. Hello to the chat as always. Hello, Jeffrey, Jason, Luke, SS Storm fan, Liam, William Pearson, Josh Rabbitohs 24, Gene, everyone that's rolling in. Hope you're all doing well on this Tuesday evening, currently 6:04 p.m. So let's get into it, guys. Let's not muck around any further. Let's get into it, man. And round 26 of the NRL, the second last round of the season, it all begins on Thursday night football from Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. It is the North Queensland Cowboys up against the Melbourne Storm. The Cowboys are $1.25 favourites. Melbourne are at $4.10. Now, the reason why Melbourne are paying $4.10, they are resting a lot of players as they have wrapped up the minor premiership. So a lot of players for the Storm have been rested. You know, your Jerome Hugheses, your Harry Grants, etc. As for the Cowboys, probably one of the strongest Cowboys teams in a number of weeks. So, you know, Nanai and Tamalolo are back and everyone's ready to go. So, really big game for the Cowboys. If the Cowboys win and Manly lose, the Cowboys will lock up a home final and week 1 of the final series. So, really big game for the Cowboys. Melbourne, it doesn't really matter for them too much. They're already going to finish first anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, of course, I'm going to tip the Cowboys to win, guys. I think we can put a bit of a score on Melbourne. They have a really depleted team here. And look, if the Cowboys can't beat a depleted Melbourne Storm side, I'll be really disappointed. And I'll be questioning a lot of things. So, Cowboys to win. I'll go the Cowboys by 24 points. So, Cowboys by 4 tries, 24-point win. And first try scorer, I'm going to go with Kyle Feldt. Kyle Feldt is leaving at the end of the season and he's going over to the Super League. So Kyle Feldt to score the first try in his potentially his last home game, but his last home game in the regular season. Cowboys by 24, Kyle Feldt to score the first try. Now moving on to Friday night football, man. The 6 o'clock game, the game of the round. What a blockbuster this is going to be, man. Bulldogs versus Manly, Friday, 6 o'clock. From Accor Stadium. What a game, man. Bulldogs are favourites, $1.65. Manly, $2.25. So, you know, the Bulldogs are the favourites to win this game. It's going to be very interesting to see how this game does go. But just crazy stuff, man. Manly, they've got a bit of a good record over the Bulldogs in recent times. I think they've won the last 2 over them, maybe last 3. So, you know, Manly do have the wood over the Bulldogs the last couple of games, but Bulldogs have not lost a home game this season. So Big game for the Bulldogs. If Bulldogs win, they could lock up a home final. So it's a really big game. Manly will want to bounce back from last week. Look, for me, it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. But for me, I just think the Bulldogs at home will just have enough. I think it's going to be a really tight game. Give me the Bulldogs to win by 6 points. I reckon it is the game of the round. Bulldogs by 6 points. First try scorer. We'll actually go Manly to score first, and we'll go Tommy Talau to score the first try. I think he can score on Jacob Carraz, who's obviously filling in for Stephen Crichton at centre. So I'm going to go Tommy Talau to score the first try, but I'm going to go the Bulldogs by 6. Should be a very, very good game. Now, moving on to Friday night football. And, yeah, look, you would have said great game at the start of the year, but with how things have gone for Souths, not the greatest game in the world. Friday night, 8 o'clock from Bluebet Stadium, Panthers versus South Sydney. Now, Panthers, $1.15. Souths are at $5.75. Panthers may rest players in the final round if they're locked in the top 4. So this could be the Panthers' last regular season home game with all their starts for a while. So we'll see what happens. But with the way Souths are going, the way they're playing, Penrith, you got to think Penrith won't lose 3 in a row, especially now that they're back at home. And Souths are playing Penrith at the wrong time. So for me, Penrith win. Penrith win well. I'll go Penrith by 38 points. I don't think it'll be close. Penrith by 38 points. And first try scorer, I'm going to go with Brian Toto. I expect the Panthers to be very dominant in this game. They should be winning very well. Super Saturday. There's a lot on the line for Super Saturday, man. Holy shit. Super Saturday. The 3 o'clock game at Combank Stadium. It is the Parramatta Eels up against the St. George Illawarra Dragons. The Dragons, $1.60. Parramatta at $2.30. I don't know why the Eels are $2.30. I thought that'd be about $3, $3.15, $3.20. How they're $2.30 is beyond me. The Dragons have been win-loss since round 9, and this is their win week based off those stats. Parramatta, I don't know, man. They're in all sorts. It's hard to see them winning this game. They might give the Dragons a bit of a scare for a while, but Dragons are playing for a final spot. They're in the 8 right now. They win the last 2. They'll be in the semis. So for me, Dragons win. Dragons win well. I don't care if it's at Combank Stadium. I don't care where it is. I think the Dragons will be too good here. So for me, Dragons by about 18 points. And first try scorer, I'm going to go Zach Lomax. Zach Lomax is obviously going to the Eels next season. I think Lomax will want to, show Parramatta what they're getting. So Lomax score first. Dragons by 18. That should be too good here. Now, Saturday night, 5:30. Big conflict of interest. Really big game this. 5:30, Suncorp Stadium. The Battle of Brisbane. Dolphins v Broncos. Broncos, $1.40 favourites. Dolphins at $3. Now, the scenario here is very, very simple. Whoever loses this game is absolutely out of finals. You lose, you're gone. It's as simple as that. Now, they've played 3 times. The Broncos have won all 3 against the Dolphins. Dolphins are yet to get a win over the Broncos. And look, man, it's going to be a close game. I think this game will be really tight. I think it's a sellout too at Suncorp. So 50-odd thousand fans up there on Saturday night. Really big game. Tough one to call. I don't really know who's going to win this game, and I don't really care because if either team makes the 8, they probably will be out in the first round anyway. So I'm going to go the Broncos to win by, Broncos by 6. And first try scorer, honestly, take your pick for first try scorer, but I'm going to go the Hammer to score the first try. Broncos by 6, but honestly, who the hell knows? Dolphins could win. It's one of them games. Anyway, on the Saturday night football, the 7:35 game, a very emotional game, this one. The Sean Johnson Cup, you might as well call it. Sharks and Warriors from PointsBet Stadium at the Shire. And the Sharks, $1.20 favourites, Warriors at $4.90. The Warriors could not beat an argument at the moment. They just can't win a game. They're trying really hard, and I feel sorry for the Warriors. They're trying really hard, but things just aren't going the way you'd like. Nico Hines named in the reserves, so if he plays, that'll just boost up the Sharks even more. Sean Johnson's last ever game. I hope the Warriors win for him, but I just can't see it happening. I just can't see the Warriors winning. Can't see it. I think the Sharks win. I'll go to the Sharks by, let's go, Sharks by 14. I think it'll be a close game, a somewhat close game. I think the Warriors will be in it for a while, but Sharks should just be too good. Sharks by 14 points in this one, and for the first try scorer, I'm going to go with the returning Sione Katoa. I think he'll be in for a big game, so he'll score first. Sharks by 14 points. Moving on to Sunday football now, in the 2 o'clock game from McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. Knights versus Titans. Knights, $1.35. Titans at $3.25. Now, Newcastle, they have to win. They have to win to keep their season alive, whether you think the Knights are going to make the 8 or not. They have the softer draw out of all 5 teams battling for 8th spot. The Knights have got the softest draw of them all. Now, it's in Newcastle. The Titans don't have a great record there, I believe. I'm pretty sure their record there isn't great. So, look, Newcastle, for me, they just got too much to play for. If they want to be a sniff at playing finals, they have to win this game. So, I'll go the Knights to win. I'll go the Knights by 12. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout or not. Titans, you can't work out the Titans. They're just so hard to predict. But one thing about the Titans is they do have points in them. So, we'll go Knights by 10. Might be a closer game than what people think. Knights by 10. And first try scorer, I'm going to say the first try scorer is going to be Keanu Kinney at fullback. He'll score the first try. Knights by 10. And the final game of the round, Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock from Allianz Stadium in Sydney. Roosters versus Raiders. Roosters, $1.15. Raiders at $5.10. Look, $5.10 for the Raiders is absolutely insane. I thought it would be a lot closer than that, but the Raiders, it's the same situation with the Knights. If the Raiders win, there's still an outside chance of making the finals. They really are, but hard to see them winning. Now, you got to remember, Roosters and Raiders, it's a real grudge match. There's a bit of a rivalry there, a bit of a modern-day NRL rivalry there, going back to the 2019 Grand Final, the 2020 semi-final. There's a lot of hate there between the Roosters and the Raiders, and Ricky Stewart and Trent Robinson obviously don't get along either. So, big game. Raiders did win at Allianz last year, funny enough. So, it's a big game, man. But I just think the Roosters at the moment, they're just playing too good for me. So, Roosters to win. We'll go the Roosters by 8. I reckon the Raiders will get up for this and they'll give them a game. So, Roosters by 8 points. First try scorer. I'm going to go, you know what? Fuck it. Spencer Lenu to score the first try. Roosters to win. So, we'll just go through the tips real quick, guys. And then we'll get on out of here for your Tuesday evening. So, we're going the Cowboys to beat the Storm 13+, a very depleted Melbourne Storm side. Bulldogs to beat Manly 1-12 in the game of the round. Panthers 20+. They'll destroy Souths. Dragons will be too good for the Eels 13+. Broncos to beat Dolphins 1-12. Should be a good game, that one. Sharks 13+ over the Warriors, although I think the Warriors will give them a game. Knights will beat the Titans 1-12. Why not? You can't really put your faith in the Knights to win by a whole lot. So Knights 1-12. And we'll go Roosters 1-12. I think it'll be a lot closer than what people think. But guys, they are my round 26 tips. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. And see you guys tomorrow night for the podcast. Until then, see you later. Go the Cowboys.